All right. What's up, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be taking a look at Canoo. Okay, this is GOEV. They had a huge catalyst today, resulting in them being up 53% on the day. And I'm going to go ahead and break it down and give you guys some key technical analysis, let you know what to expect on the downside in the future and what to expect on the upside if the trend continues. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a look at the article here. All right. And we can see that, Canoo essentially struck a deal with Walmart. Okay. And, Walmart will buy at least 4,500 and up to 10,000 of Canoo's electric delivery vans. And, that's essentially the catalyst that is driving this. Okay. Now, something to keep in mind. All right. That you may have heard before, or you may read, or, hear in videos that you're watching is there's a saying of, you know, sell the news, right? So technically, you want to be in before the news comes out, right? So that way, when the news comes in, and there's a rush of money inflowing and coming in, you can sell the news, right? And go ahead and get out of that, right? You don't necessarily want to buy the news and buy into Canoo on the day that it shoots up 90%, thinking that you're gonna, immediately or in the short term see some very large impressive gains. There is a good chance that that could happen, but it's not the smartest thing, right? So, I went ahead and me personally, not telling you guys to do it, but I went ahead and sold the news, right? I got some put option contracts with a far out expiration date, so that way there's plenty enough time for this news catalyst to kind of die out and possibly bring the price back lower. Okay. CNBC is trying to get us here to evolve. Screw them. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and evolve on the chart. All right. So we're starting off looking at the daily chart here. Okay, and if you watched my videos before, I like to use the volume profile a lot. And I like to explain that, price action tends to move from high volume node to high volume node. Okay, this is where we were at the previous day. Okay, so as you can see, this is a higher volume node area. Okay, and this is a low volume node area. I like to call these areas volume gaps. Okay, price is going to explode through these areas quickly. And if you look, we actually created a gap entirely on the chart. And we came up here, right? And then now we see that we have our high volume nodes right here, right? And this is where we ended up closing. We ended up closing on this high volume node right here. And we shot up all the way to the resistance line here on our volume profile, okay, at our highest volume node on the daily chart, which, those price ranges are going to be about 480 to 490. All right. That's where we opened up. That's where there was a lot of volume there. And, as you can see, we went from, this, higher volume node all the way up to our highest volume node. And then we came back down. Okay. And look, there's lower volume nodes right here. Okay. So, that's kind of the pattern I want you guys to see. We move from high volume areas to higher volume areas, and these low volume areas, the price moves quickly through those areas. All right. So now that you have an understanding of kind of, the volume by price, letting you know why we can't moved up to this level and got rejected. These were our high volume nodes where, essentially people are going to be coming in and there's lots of transactions, whether they're buyers or sellers. All right. So again, watching my videos, you should be pretty familiar with the term of gaps. Okay. I love charting up gaps. I love drawing gaps. Okay. And I did this like this so you can see, right? We have this candlestick from the previous day and then this candlestick today. Huge gap in the chart, okay, from this candlestick and this candlestick. These fill 90 to 95% of the time historically in the stock market, right? You just have to take in certain factors, right? Is it in a bullish cycle, right? You may fill gaps up to the upside above the price level when things are in a bullish cycle, right? And gaps to the downside, those are going to fill in bearish cycles. Okay. So now we have our daily gap drawn up. Come here and edit the date. And I like to just throw it out a year later. Okay. And you'll right click here and, go to create alert, and you can put an alert when it's at or below, right? And you can put gap fill. So now you'll get an alert on your phone, wherever it is, essentially letting you know that the gap is coming down to fill on GOEV. Okay. So, there is a chance that that momentum could continue, and I'll break it down and give you the price levels that you're going to want to watch, and, explain to you how we hit the price levels that we hit today. All right. So make sure you stay to the end of the video, and we're going to be doing that with the Fibonacci's. Okay. So we'll go over here to a different drawing set I have, and we'll go down to the 1 hour chart. We'll look at our fibs. Okay. And first off, okay, the way that I like to do it, right, is I like to have the blue line as my breakout level. Okay, so above there, we're going to have these green bullish price targets. Okay, so we have a price target of 574, got a price target of 668, and then we have one all the way up here at 9.4. Now, there is a chance that we could see that, but it's going to take a major spike in volume for that to increase, right? We had massive volume today. We're going to need that volume to stay relevant. We're going to need large amounts of volume for us to come up here and hit the 261.8. And then we also have the 423.6 on the fibs at 13.81. All right. So really, really high up from where it's currently at, 363. But the main reason that I have this drawn up on the 1 hour chart is so we can go ahead and take a look at our retracement levels. Okay. So the yellow ones, these yellow lines, the 78.6 and the 61.8, these are common areas, right? Kind of known as the golden pocket a little bit, where stocks are going to come into and fall and try to find some support. Okay, as you can see, we did try to find some support there at the 61.8 level on our fibs, and we broke it, came down to the 50% retracement level. Okay, so if we go from yesterday's lows to today's highs, we can see that we've already made a 50% retracement back down to those previous levels. All right, the 50% retracement level is going to be at 364. Our 61.8 is at 396, and the 78.6 is at 442. Okay, so if you're bullish on this, right, what you're going to look for it to hold the 50% retracement, okay, and break through these resistance levels. If we're able to break through these resistance levels, we could come back up to our $5 100% line, and that would be a good area to start taking profit as well, right? And however, if we do get past there, we do have these much larger price targets. Okay, and I showed you guys those, gave you guys those all the way up to 15 minutes. And I'm going to dive a little bit deeper and explain to you how these work. Okay, so if we go down to the 15-minute chart, all right, what we're looking at right here, okay, is going to be I've essentially just taken off the other retracement levels, right? So you can come here and you can click all of these on, or you can click them off, right? So, I went ahead and took these off because I want to look at the bullish price targets above, okay, above our blue breakout level. All right. So we have our high and then our low. We have our pullback right here, swing high, swing low. Okay. And we can see that we have our 127.2 or 161.8, 261.8, and 423.6. Well, we actually went and hit the 423.6 today, okay, off of that news. Right, you can see we exploded pre-market. Okay, we came up, hit all of the bullish price targets, and look at where we fell and tried to bounce and find support. Is at the 423.6 at 385. Okay, we had the rally, and started to pretty much sell off at open after this nice wick up here. Start to sell off, come down, tried to find support there, broke that support level. Okay, so if you are bullish on this and you think that we can continue this amazing rally, okay, your much smaller price targets above 5, because I just showed you on the 1 hour chart some of the higher price targets all the way up to 13. This is a little bit on a smaller level. I would wait, set an alert at 5. If we're able to break past 5, you can start taking profit at 539, at 5.9. And then we have 735, and where's the last one? 969 is going to be the 423.6 on the fibs. Okay, so again, just a little bit of a visual of how the fibs work. We can take a look at our swing high and low right here, and it gives us these 3 price targets. And eventually we came over, hit these price targets, and it's an algorithm. Okay, the fibs are an algorithm, so that's why price action came down, was drawn towards these levels, tried to find support, didn't find that support. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what stock you want to see in the next video. Okay, I do viewer requests every week. I just had a baby. Okay, shout out my daughter, just born 2 days ago, so running a little bit behind on the videos, but I will get those viewer requests out. Looking to have them out by Friday. Okay.